the first manufacturer of epoxy products in Iran. Installation, launching and localization of the precise weighing systems in Iran's railway infrastructure. Establishment of the first chemical recycling plant for downstream petrochemical and refining in Iran. Production of more than 200 chemicals and polymer products. Best exporter of Tehran province in 2013. The first and only manufacturer of GCL in Iran. The second manufacturer of GCL in the Middle East. Golden medal from Iran's Chamber of Commerce. One of the most prestigious manufacturers of polyurethane products in Iran. The first manufacturer of the new generation of roof insulation in Iran. Manufacturer of railway maintenance vehicles and supplier of all types of railway. This is the story of the growth of an organization starting from a small lab to becoming one of the top 10 businesses in Iran within 2 decades. Amongst the top 10 companies in the elite club. Establishment of the first recycling plant for waste oil, gas and petrochemical industries in Iran. Production and supply of raw material for more than 1,000 industrial units. Exporter of chemical and polymeric products to more than 15 countries. Strategic supplier for oil, gas and petrochemical industries during the sanctions. With every year passing, Mokarrar grew from a startup company to an experienced industrial entity. Mokarrar was no longer seen as just a manufacturer, but as a successful technical consultant. Purchase requests to meet the specialized needs of the oil and gas industries, as well as the light and heavy railway industries, through international sources increased on a monthly basis. At the peak of sanctions, when private firms were struggling to survive, Mokarrar did not forget its objective to serve the country and to satisfy the needs and alleviate the problems of its clients. MTES was burdened with the task of supplying material and equipment and providing engineering services to the rail industries as well as domestic refineries and petrochemical industries. MTES acquired exclusive agencies from over 30 reliable international companies, mostly Europeans, in the fields of urban railways, heavy railways, refinery and petrochemical commodity, as well as specialized material. A variety of catalysts, adsorbents, fuel additives, utility chemicals and other similar materials needed for industries such as oil, gas, refining, petrochemical, and water and wastewater are supplied by MTES. MTES list of services in the railway industry includes the supply of signaling equipment, OCS equipment, rail parameter measurement devices, depot equipment, maintenance vehicles, shunters and NDT and inspection, to name a few. MTES has had the honor of cooperating with a number of world-renowned manufacturers in national and international tenders of the Islamic Republic of Iran Railways urban and suburban railway organizations. The unique flexibility of MTES in the investment and successful execution of its engineering projects resulted in its ability to be amongst a handful of companies capable of undertaking BOT projects. In 2012, Mokarrar launches the first line of GCL, geosynthetic clay liner sheets. While our country is situated in a warm and dry zone of the world, water, the source of life, becomes scarcer by the day. Mokarrar is dedicated to this issue as a national duty. Therefore, after the execution of 1 million square meters of geosynthetic projects, Mokarrar's composite company identified and imported the manufacturing technology of a production line that played an effective role in this vital area. After the successful production of GCL sheets for the first time in Iran, Mokarrar became the second largest company in the Middle East for the production of this particular product. Mokarrar's GCL brand is Isobent, and it complies with the highest international standards enforced by the CTT Group Lab of Canada to improve the quality of the products. Isobent GCL sheets have applications far beyond water conservation. Isobent can be used to prevent contamination of soil, surface water and groundwater, in-heat mine projects, tailing dams, landfills, cells of sanitary waste disposal, sewage lagoons, and oil tank farm projects. Additionally, Isoband is vital in the sealing and prevention of both water loss and water infiltration in engineering structures such as dams, dam lakes, water canals, artificial lakes, open trenches, tunnels, underground construction and deep foundations, and finally in agriculture. Isoband maintains its own moisture while simultaneously preventing water loss and allowing root growth in its layers, giving it a specific advantage and high performance in water-scarce areas, sandy soils, and environments where plants require constant humidity levels. The effective cooperation of Mokarrar's board of directors traveled the path of development, allowing the company to take a new leap of innovation every year. The results of these innovations include the production of over 200 types of chemicals and polymeric products in the main categories of industrial flooring, protective coatings, electrical insulators, molded resin, industrial adhesives, epoxy hardeners, and composite parts manufacturing, resulting in a permanent supply of more than 1,000 industrial units in the country. However, our story does not end here. Mokarrar soars through an unobstructed horizon, entering the fields of stabilizers, plasticizers, polyester polyols, and other new fields of chemical and polymer industry, setting up a mini refinery and a recycling site. And finally, Mokarrar is also determined to continue on the export path to expand its global business as well as to gain international recognition and prestige as a successful Iranian entity. Mokarrar Industrial Group will strive to grow and make every Iranian proud of its achievements. Inshallah.